This one is very interesting. It's kind of long, but I feel like this is an interesting question.
Okay, let's hear it.
My 29 female boyfriend, 31 male, lied about being rich. Am I wrong for feeling betrayed?
I love where this is going.
This is very interesting to me. We've been going out for a little less than a year. That is not that long.
Mm-mm.
Okay. I was attracted to him because he's really cute. And unlike any other guys I've dated who ended up having drug problems, living physically unhealthy lifestyles, or ended up being abusive, he doesn't do any of that. We bonded over our love of the outdoors. But differences in our finances have always been the elephant in the room. This entire time, I thought I was much better off than him. He doesn't work, he programs stuff on his computer, and he said he trades stocks. Well, not stocks exactly. He explained it a few different times, but I didn't really follow along. But I figured he was doing this because he was lazy and didn't want to get a real job. I've always pressured him to get a job. I have a career in HR, so it's pained me to see someone purposely not have professional ambitions. He's also been very frugal. Like, he's always trying to avoid going out. On our first date, we got coffee. He paid, but it wasn't that much since it's coffee. This girl. Then, for our other dates, we went on a hike, and then we went to a public beach. He brought food, though, for us in a cooler, which I assumed was because he didn't want to spend money at the stall. We've gone out to dinner afterwards about 20 times, and he's paid for it only about half the time. The other time, we split the bill. All the other times, he ends up cooking something. It was romantic at first to have a guy cook for me, but it got old after a while. For my birthday, he sent me a card and nothing else. He's also cheap with his own stuff. He has very little clothes, like just enough to get him through the week. His apartment isn't decorated or anything. He has an older car, and his kitchen is just filled with store brand stuff. This girl seems very interesting, but you know what? It's okay to have preferences.
Yeah.
This stuff was odd, but it wasn't like I was resentful or anything. I've encountered far worse problems in previous relationships. He's never been mean to me and seems to care about me. I assumed he was just cheaping out because he was struggling financially, and that's why I wanted to help him get a job. In the beginning of March, we went to a party at his best friend's house. They've been close friends since high school. He asked how everything was between us. I was a bit drunk and opened up. I ended up admitting that I am disappointed that my boyfriend doesn't seem to apply himself. He started laughing. He's a really smart guy. I'm not concerned. That's what the best friend said. OP says, but if he doesn't get a job, I'm worried that I'll end up having to support him. Best friend says, why would you need to support him? He's doing better than all of us. OP says, what do you mean? He doesn't work. Then he looked at me really confused, and I was even more confused. The best friend responded, he does those things with investments? OP says, yeah, but he still needs a real job. He can't live off that. I think he realized he screwed up because his face went pale white, like he told me something that maybe my boyfriend didn't want other people to know. At that point, I pulled him aside and told him to tell me the truth. He was unwilling at first and told me to ask my boyfriend about it myself, but he eventually gave in. Apparently, when my boyfriend's parents died when he was a teenager, they left him the house. He ended up selling the house right before the 2008 crash and built up a large portfolio over the last 13 years. He said that my boyfriend is like a quantitative prodigy and he had offers from a lot of firms on Wall Street. So why didn't he do it? Best friend said he did for like a year. Then he quit and just started doing his own thing at home. So he's actually making money doing this? Way more than you and me, I'm sure. I'm thinking at my boyfriend's routine, which usually entails him sitting in his pajamas in front of the computer while I'm at work. So how much does he have then? He started getting nervous. I don't know, 10 million, maybe more.
What?
I would just about badussi.
Yeah, I'm about to sit in here.
Guys, we have a slang word called badussi that doesn't mean anything, but it also means everything.
Everything.
It's like John, you know, but it's a verb. It might slip out. Yeah, okay. I started laughing, but he wasn't. Then I just sat there going back and forth in my head between not believing my boyfriend's friend and getting really angry that my boyfriend lied to me. I pressured his friend to tell me more about my boyfriend's finances, and we talked about it for a while. I still don't fully understand it. Since leaving the party, though, I haven't been able to stop thinking about how little money he spent on me when he has so much. And then pretending like he's poor when he has way more money than I'll likely ever make. Am I wrong here? I just feel completely betrayed and played for a fool. Like, why would he make me split the bill for him if he knows that I make less than him? Clearly, he has the money, so why couldn't he actually get me something for my birthday? Why doesn't he spend more money on himself too? Why isn't he driving a nicer car? Why is he living in a crummy apartment when he could just buy a mansion with the amount he has. He said he hasn't taken a vacation in over 10 years. Like, WTF? The more I think about it, the more it drives me crazy. I haven't seen my boyfriend in person for a while, besides for him delivering groceries to my place a few times. We just talk on the phone and video chat. This is during the pandemic, by the way. But I've been too scared to bring this all up. Every time I look at him or hear his voice, I can't help but get angry. Wow.
Oh, all right. That one had a lot.
I have so many opinions.
Wait, how
on
long
this.
did it say how long they've been together?
A little less than a year.
Okay. First sentence. I have a lot of compassion for drug addicts, so it's not really on that part, but she was like, not as bad as the drug addicts or abusers that I've dated in the past. Girl, you are setting the bar beneath the floor. I'm sorry. It is literally Earth's core right now.
Wait, that's so
where the bar
true.
is.
Yeah.
Like, let's maybe not compare like the current boyfriend to like a past abuser. Let's try to do better for ourselves.
I think it's very interesting. Like, if she truly cared about money this much and she's like, oh, he's so unmotivated, that's a huge deal breaker for a lot of people to just watch someone be seemingly unemployed. And if you genuinely thought they were unemployed and didn't have any money and it matters that much to you, how are you with this person for that long? It's also interesting that she's like, he makes so much money, so why do I have to split the bill with him? Like, why didn't he buy me something for my birthday? It just seems like they see money so differently. Some people think that you need to have a lot of money and you need to spend a lot of money and have the nicest things, drive the nicest cars. In reality, the wealthiest people are not just blowing their money.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like a lot of times we see like rappers and like celebrities just like spending so much money, partying every day.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like truly wealthy people are not doing that. They're living low-key lives. They're frugal. They know how to invest. They know how to save and make more money in the long run. It seems like that's what this guy is doing. And just because he has money doesn't mean that he needs to have expensive taste. And just because he has money and doesn't have expensive taste doesn't mean he's lying to her.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think he lied to her at all.
No.
You don't need to tell someone how much money you have, especially when you've been dating them for less than a year.
Yeah.
Maybe if you were getting married and you were talking about combining your finances and setting up a life together and considering your goals for your whole life.
Also, if he really does have that much money, if I had that much money, I think that may be something that I would keep to myself a little bit.
100%.
Because you want to think about like the type of people that you're attracting.
Mm-hmm.
I wouldn't want someone to want me for my money. I agree. Everything you said was perfect, because as long as this person is making you feel special, they shouldn't have to do that for you monetarily.
Yeah.
She had mentioned, oh, like for my birthday, he just sent me a card. Whereas me personally, I think it would be really sweet if someone wrote me an old-fashioned card for my birthday and sent it to my house.
Mm-hmm.
So I think the underlying issue lies that she doesn't feel important maybe to him. I don't know that it's fully about the money part of it. And again, I do think she's being a little bit dramatic, because it seems like she hasn't talked to this man at all.
Yeah,
like
totally.
Talk to your boyfriend about, if this is your boyfriend, someone you really care about this much that you're gonna like post about it on the internet, then maybe like have the conversation with him.
Absolutely.
And the key to any relationship is communication, right? Communication and trust. For me, that's the foundation. Sounds like she has neither of that.
Shit. That is so true. It just seems like they have way different styles when it comes to material things and experiences. Because if he's happy in his life, that's fine. And their finances, you do not need to talk about finances within the first year of dating. That's kind of ridiculous. And I think that you're so right. If he made her feel fulfilled in what he does give her, then I think this would be less of a problem. And she just seems kind of entitled. I don't know.
Yeah, because I understand the motivation part. Like, if I felt like a guy that I was talking to or dating wasn't motivated to like do well or make a living, like obviously long road, you want someone that's going to be able to support themselves in like your relationship. Like you have long-term goals for yourself. Also, I think about like people like my dad, who he's had the same pair of Wranglers for probably 30 years.
Yeah.
Shout out, Dad. And he does not care. Like, that doesn't make him less of a person. It's just that he doesn't care. You know, some people just live a different lifestyle than others. Maybe their lifestyles don't match.
Yeah. I kind of think that's what it is, too. It almost seems like, okay, I get the living in a crummy apartment versus living in a nice apartment, but if he's happy there, then it's fine. It's not your house. Mm-hmm. And also, just because he has money doesn't mean he owes her anything. So his style, his personal preferences are one thing, but then she's over here like, why does he make me split the bill? if I made $50,000, the average salary in the United States, and my best friend made $500,000, which is more money than many people will ever see in their lives, I don't think I would just expect my friend to buy things for me and cover dinner just because they make more money than me.
Yeah, no.
I mean, I guess it's a little different in a relationship because you kind of just cover each other more many times. But that's the thing. It's like every relationship is different.
Yeah.
So if that annoys her, she should have just talked to him about it already.
Mm-hmm.
And there's nothing wrong with going on hikes and going to the beach for your dates. But if you're not okay with that, it seems like you're incompatible with this man. It seems like they were a little bit incompatible, but now that she knows he has money, she wants him more. But
she wants to make it work.
Yeah, she wants to make it work, but she's going to have to change him to make it work, which I don't foresee happening.
And guess what, honey? He might take you on a date and pack the picnic basket right now at 31, I think he was.
Yeah, he's 31.
31, but at 45, he might take you to that public beach on a yacht. So,
period.
Maybe just stop. I should be investing more too, probably. But some people, like those types of people, those business-minded people, are always looking at like the long game, I feel like.
Totally.
Especially with investments. You know, you can't invest and expect yourself to be like rich overnight.
Exactly.
But the long game, that might be what he's trying to do. He's saving every little penny and investing it.
Exactly. The most truly wealthy people are. And also, if you can have that much money and not have a day job and you're making that much money off long-term investments, that guy is doing something right. If he can have that much money, he knows what he's doing. Saving money on the daily and not blowing it on whatever the fuck she wants in her relationship right now. He's doing it right.
Yeah.
So anyway, I hope they break up. And if the guy's available.
We're both available.
I definitely see where she's coming from, though, because it is so attractive to have someone have that knowledge of investing and be able to handle their money like that.
Yeah, me too.
But it's not the only thing, OP.
No, it's not. So maybe he should run. I just think she needs to talk to him.
Yeah.
Just talk to him. Talk to the man.
I know.
Talk to the man. Like, use your words. That's what I tell my kids in school.
Yeah.
Use your words. Girl, use your words.
Period.
Dramatic. Dramatic.
Yes, you are being dramatic.
Yeah, dramatic.
Case closed.